Hey, Dr. Karen here, and this is a LifeWave microtraining. This particular protocol I'm going to show you is one of several that you could use to support your thyroid gland. Now, as a medical doctor, I just wanted to let you know that whenever a person has thyroid issues, it isn't just about the thyroid, it's about the whole body. Most people with thyroid abnormalities have a condition that is autoimmune, meaning that they have antibodies or their body's fighting itself. So keep in mind that the protocol I'm going to show you today is mainly focused on the thyroid, but there may be other things that you will want to do to support the body for hormonal balance and to decrease inflammation and to manage any of the symptoms, including pain and gut issues related to autoimmunity. So, what do you do to support the thyroid specifically? Well, I have a few patches on that I want to show you today. So, this is a triangle protocol, and the triangular configuration of three patches, I believe, was invented by either Dr. Dennis Lobstein or Dr. Quila Ryder. And what I found is that this sacred geometry, if you will, is very, very useful and strong. One of the reasons it is because you have a patch on the left side, the right side, and then one on the center line. So, what do you do to support the thyroid? Well, what you want to do is put a patch on the right. This is my right, a patch on the left, and then one in the midline. Now, if you want to get super fancy, you could one in the back as well. But right now, we're going to just talk about this triangular configuration, this protocol. So you may ask, well, which patches do I use to support my thyroid? Well, there's a couple of different options. The ones that I like the best, I'll tell you what I'm using right now, is in the center line, I have what's called the Eon patch. So the Eon patch is for stress and inflammation, and pretty much 100% of people with thyroid issues have some form of stress or inflammation or both. So this is a really great patch that works on the whole body to decrease stress and inflammation. And the reason I am using it in the center line over this acupuncture point called CV, conception vessel 22, is because the thyroid gland comes right across like that, like a butterfly. And this is a point that connects very, very closely to this thyroid gland. And oftentimes there is inflammation in this area. Now, even though the Eon patch works on the entire body, having it close to the gland in question can be really helpful because this is an acupuncture point that is used to support the thyroid. The other thing this point does is actually help with cough, interestingly. So if somebody has a tickle or, a chronic cough symptom, something like that, this may be helpful to diminish it, this point. The other reason I use this point is that it's very close to the head. And I've developed a brain balancing protocol, and you can get that free at patchtrainingteam.com, which uses multiple different points around and close to the head that helps you balance the right and left sides of your brain and your autonomic nervous system even faster, in my perception and experience, than some of the distal points on the arms and legs and belly that you see in the Eon brochure. So I really like Eon near the head. And unless you have, for whatever reason, too much energy in your head and it may be uncomfortable having it close to the head, this point is usually well tolerated. So the Eon patch is the one in the central line. So what do I have on either side? Well, I actually have X39 and X49. So I don't have the fancy package in front of me for the X49. These are stem cell enhancing patches. The X39 works on, it's kind of like the generalist, works on the entire body. So stem cells can actually, when they're younger and you have more of them, it can actually produce any other cell in the body. They're called progenitor cells. So if you need cartilage, you can, build up more cartilage in your body with stem cells. So the patches activate stem cells in your body. And when we get older, we get less and less stem cells and they get older and older. Well, these patches help to reverse that trend. The X49 is more like a specialist. So it is mainly focused on a number of tissues: heart, brain, um, muscle, heart, brain, muscle, bone, hair, and what's very interesting is I can't prove it, but at least on my testing and experience, I think it helps with connective tissue and fascia, which is connected to muscle and bone. Okay, so that's just, you know, my sense of it. I don't know whether it was ever studied for that. So how do I know which side to put which patch on? Well, I want to activate stem cells in the whole body, right? And I want a right and a left patch. According to Dr. Dennis, the X39 is relatively yin versus the X49, which is relatively yang. So feminine, masculine energies, polarities, things like that. So the X39 is actually going to go on the left side, and the X49 is going to go on the right side of the neck. Now, if you reverse them, it's not the end of the world. It's certainly not a protocol that's in the brochure. So we're going above and beyond what's in the brochure to give you some more advanced protocols. And this is one of them. So I've got X39 here and X49 on the right hand side here. Now, there's a couple of different points that are really useful in Chinese medicine for the thyroid. One is stomach 9. Now, I don't have it on stomach 9, but stomach 9 is right about here on either side of your larynx. Okay, so stomach 9 is really, really, really good for thyroid. The reason I don't have it there is because I am using this for a different purpose. I actually did some block therapy on my neck yesterday, working on the sternocleidomastoid muscles, which tend to be very, very tight in people, especially when they sit in front of a computer for hours on end. So I've been working on that, and there's a lot of fascia that I'm releasing here. So I'm just using points close to the area where I have muscle knots, not necessarily the thyroid. But since I had this on my neck, I thought, well, I'll just do a video on thyroid for you guys. So stomach 9 is actually more specific for thyroid, and you want to put it just inside the belly of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Now, when it's here, because it's in between this muscle and the throat here, it's not as comfortable for me than it is right now, which is on the muscle. So it's up to you. You can put it on the muscle, or you could put it, because the gland kind of goes over top of that, or you can put it on that specific acupuncture point, stomach 9. So again, I have X39 on the left and X49 on the right and E on the center. So the alternative to this, which is our more traditional, I say traditional, it's not traditional at all, but what we've used more of in the past before the X39 and 49 stem cell enhancing patches were created, we actually used ice wave or energy enhancer patches on the sides. So this is the ice wave package. Okay, this is generally for pain, and energy enhancers, which is for energy. Now, the reason you can use either of them is because there's a set of 2 patches that you put per application, a white one and a tan one. The white patches are exactly the same in the 2 different packages. The tan ones are different. The ice wave is very good at decreasing inflammation and moving chi and energy. And energy enhancer patches is more for adding energy into the system. So it doesn't really matter which one you use. If you have an inflamed thyroid, there's pain, there's swelling, it might be better to use the ice wave. So you would actually put the white patch on the right, rhymes, white on right, and then you put the tan patch on the left. So whether you do either of these, it doesn't really matter. But like I said, if you have any inflammation there or pain, some people have thyroiditis and they may have pain. So you would probably, and if you have pain in the neck, you may want to use the ice wave, white on right, tan on left. And on the center line, you could go ahead and use Eon again, or you could use glutathione. Now, one of the reasons that we recommend glutathione is because it's a wonderful detoxer. It is your master antioxidant in your body. In fact, it recharges other antioxidants in your body like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. And so this is a little bit more challenging to make in your body, glutathione, as you get older. And you want to make sure that you have enough protein in your diet. So the cysteine, you'll be able to make the glutathione. So if you're vegan or vegetarian, you may need to take some sort of supplement like N-acetylcysteine to get enough to make the glutathione. So the glutathione is a wonderful detoxer, and lots of toxins tend to store in the thyroid and other endocrine glands of the body, including fluoride and things like that, and heavy metals. So glutathione is really, really great for your immune system as well. So doing it in this point, if you have a little tickle or a cough, that could also support the immune system while you're getting rid of that particular symptom, the stop cough point. Also, too, you're just sending the signal to this acupuncture point, hey, detoxify the thyroid in this area. So the glutathione is really, really nice in here as well. So you can try them out and see which one you like better. Nothing is written in stone. You don't have to do it exactly the way that I teach in this protocol, but this triangular protocol you can actually apply to other focal areas of your body. Now, the thyroid gland tends to be symmetrical and on both sides, so it's perfect because this triangle totally encompasses energetically that whole thyroid gland. So try it out. If you have thyroid issues, let us know how that feels, and definitely post in the comments whether this is something that you are going to try or not. And definitely, if you're seeing this on one of the but not movie video platforms, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and also share this video with whoever may have some thyroid issues. It might inspire them to try this out. Like I said, this is not the only protocol, but here's the thing. It's not about healing. It's not about the patches healing you. It's about getting your body to heal itself more efficiently, more effectively, as if you were 20 years old, right? Instead of being 60 or whatever. So those stem cells, we can make them younger, which you can with the LifeWave patches, detoxify more efficiently with glutathione, decrease stress and inflammation with the Eon patch, decrease inflammation and pain with the Ice Wave, increasing energy with the energy enhancer patches. So helpful. So even if you do have some sort of disease or disease name, just know that LifeWave does not say that they cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate any disease or condition. We're not allowed to say that, thanks to the FDA and FTC, but we can claim those things that I mentioned today, what they do to help alleviate symptoms, and using this protocol may really help support your own self-healing and the health of your thyroid gland over time. And one of the questions that'll come up is, how often do I do this protocol, right? So I would say, 3 to 4 times a week. So every other day may be good. When you're first trying it out, if the thyroid is your main focus, you may wish to do it daily, just swapping the different patches to see which one feels better. And then whichever one you resonate with most, you can go ahead and use that 2, 3 times a day. There's lots of other advanced trainings that we have on YouTube. So if you just go to patchtrainingteam.com/microtraining, then you'll have the whole list of all the little trainings that I've done over time. And reach out to your sponsor or whoever you bought the patches from if you need further assistance and help. And if you are on Facebook, there is a group there called the LW Phototherapy patch group, and you can go ahead and join that if you'd like. I no longer am administrating that, but one of my colleagues and team members is just helping out with people's patching questions. So you can check it out there. Also, the LW Phototherapy patch Facebook page. I also have every first Monday of the month is a free show. Dr. Dennis Lobstein and I do it together, and it's at 12 noon Eastern. And if you have patching questions, this is a great way to get some free consultations with me and Dr. Dennis. Maybe we can help you with acupuncture points or which patches to use to help alleviate your symptoms. So that's free to join. Just go ahead and like the page on Facebook, and you'll get an alert of when these events are. Remember, it's every first Monday of the month at 12 noon Eastern, and you can call in live and ask your questions. I write notes for you. They're actually housed in the patchtrainingteam.com blog, so you could look at some of our older shows and the notes that I've written there for you. We don't expect anyone to be an expert in Chinese medicine, so I've tried to distill it down, whatever Dr. Dennis has said, into notes so you can refer to them later. And we'd love to help you out. This is our gift to everyone because both of us are very busy. We have our own teams, but we would like to support people who are interested in Asian medicine, wanting to know a little bit more about how they can use patches in more creative ways. So that first Monday of the month is what you want to come to. And even if you can't make it live, they are archived and saved, and you'll be able to listen to them at any time. So thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to the next video on the LifeWave Micro Training. Remember to hit subscribe to my channel and you'll get alerted to all my videos that I produce. Until next time, bye for now.